Struggling to connect with fans and boost music sales? Meet Uru, the ultimate tool for independent musicians. Are you tired of hauling merchandise and dealing with complex platforms? Uru is here to transform concerts into immediate sales opportunities. With its simple QR code feature, fans can instantly purchase music as they enjoy the performance. No hassle, no delay, just pure connection and support. Discover how easy it is to share and sell music directly. Available now on the App Store and Google Play. Empower your music journey with Uru and watch the magic happen.
Okay, guys, let's do it.
Well, welcome to Rising Sun's Roundtable. Here we are with Dr. Dana Ataya. That's all I knew I was going to say it. There you go. And we have Maya. How do you pronounce your last name?
Richetti rhymes with spaghetti.
Rhymes with, there you go. We got a lot of food here going on. All right, and we've got our camera McGill in the back here, and we've got Johnny Mellor over. I want to say Mellor.
Oh, that's a fancy way.
There you go. There you go.
Mellor.
Right.
That's
From the band.
Florida name.
That's right.
That's my Florida name.
And over in England,
Mellor.
we have. Go ahead and introduce you guys, because I'm not sure who we have over here.
Well, we got my on the left of our left, we've got Paul Smales, and we got his twin brother, Mr. Adrian Smales. As you can see, they are.
Yeah, you can tell.
Please, Johnny.
You can tell they're brothers.
Oh, I thought you guys were, I thought it was one guy.
Oh,
you haven't heard that before, have you, boys?
and without any further ado, we have Charles Glenn, from the bass player from Motown for many years and a dear friend. He's out in California. Charles, welcome to the roundtable.
Hey, what's going on?
All
right, Charles.
Oh, all right. We've got John Seda in the house also here.
Hello,
and he's
everybody.
the boss of Rising Sun, the big producer, everything else that goes along with it, and the man that figures out which wires go where.
I'll drink to that.
There you go. So here
Nice
we
to
go.
put a face to a name, John.
And here we go. This is so great because first time I heard you guys' music, we were over here doing something a few weeks ago, and John pulled out Easy Feet and pulled it out, and I'm going, boy, I've heard these guys before. What's going on? And it kind of reminded me, I played back in the 80s and early 90s, and it kind of brought me back to a place where I was back in the days of David Coverdale and White Snake, Deep Purple, Ian Gilliam, you know, that type of stuff. And that was what you guys remind me of.
Yeah.
So, John, take it away from there and tell, you know, there's a hell of a story how you guys met. You kind of grew up together. You were childhood friends.
We were childhood friends, weren't we, boys? I came about 6 months before these two. Our parents...
Keep the mic up on that.
Our parents were friends, you know, since they were maybe 5 years
Our
old.
mum's best friends, weren't they, at school?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Our mothers were best friends at school, so it goes even before we were born. So, yeah, that's the...
Whereabouts did you all grow up? What town was it?
Place called Halifax in West Yorkshire.
Okay.
It's the epicenter of Rock and roll.
And that's northern.
That's right.
Epicenter of metal.
That's northern UK, isn't it? Isn't that more northern UK?
Yeah, right, guys. We're Yorkshiremen, proud of it, right?
Absolutely.
That's right, mate. Yeah, absolutely.
North England, so above Manchester, well, above Birmingham, to the right of Manchester, in that area up there.
Yeah.
Well, was there a lot of rock and roll back in the day in Yorkshire?
Well, yeah. When we started playing in the sort of the Bradford scene, there was quite a lot of bands around at that time, and there was a good scene. Sadly, it's not there anymore. But there was clubs like Rio's, and there was clubs in Halifax we used to play. And
Frog and Toad was a great club.
Frog and Toad. Yeah.
Rio Rocks, they were all there. They were great clubs where bands could.
And what year was that?
Get out and play. Yeah, it's good.
What year was that in?
Well, when Johnny was playing, that would have been late 80s, Johnny.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah.
Late 80s.
Johnny,
Yeah.
late
Hold the
80s?
mic up.
Yeah, mid 80s. Mid 80s when we got going, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'd have been about late teens, wouldn't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
We were about 18, 19.
they invited me to their band, and they hadn't heard what I'd done. I said, "Oh, I can sing a little bit," and they let me in.
They let you in. Well,
Yeah.
it looked like it turned out well.
Well, we're doing all right, boys.
It turned out well for a couple of years, then, didn't it? And then, this is the story, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the story,
of,
Steve.
Because music changes.
How it just we went in different directions, and we've come back full circle now.
Yep.
There's also that thing called AGE syndrome.
Yep. Aged. We all got that. I mean, come on. I'll be 70 this year. Come on.
Wow.
You know.
Looking good. Looking good.
This is not gray. This is platinum.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep that thought. Yeah. Hair club for men. There you go. What do they call that stuff you groom yourself with? And Charles, now you're sitting back watching this and listening to these guys over in England. You came from a whole different surroundings and a whole different background. So what do you think about this?
Shoot, I'm enjoying it. Talking about England, you know, I'm also Little Richard's bass player.
That's right.
And we used to love playing in England.
So cool.
Well, the Brits loved Little Richard.
Yeah, we used to love it.
Yeah. This is unreal.
we loved all the blues men. I mean, without the blues men, there'd be no Elvis. Without
That's
Elvis,
right.
there'd be no Led Zeppelin.
That's right.
And without Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, and Whitesnake, there'd be no easy feat.
No easy feet. Well, we were always into the blues, the more the blues side, weren't we? And that's really from
Blues rock stuff.
Rock stuff. And our original guitarist was very much into blues music,
Yeah.
and we sort of ramped that blues into rock music, similar to Whitesnake and Deep Purple did.
Now you're talking about your original guitar player. You're talking about Ian Reynolds. Is that
Ian Reynolds? Right. Ian Reynolds was with us back in the day. Yeah.
back in the day? And then you morphed along, and then you had to find another lead guitar player, right? And that is a tough thing to do. But maybe in England they're probably all over the place. You know, I mean nowadays in the United States, every little kid and a brother is a lead guitar player.
Right.
Yeah. But not so much. Not so much back then. So how'd you?
The band Noisy Feet morphed a few times. When Johnny left originally, we got another singer in. And then our relationship with him has carried on through cover bands and stuff right the way through. But that the new guitarist came in more recently to do this, to re-record the songs that was on the original demo tape that we did, which is the story. I moved into this house here, which is actually my parents' house.
Right.
And when I was clearing the house out, I came across a box of the old demo tapes, and picked one of these things up, gave it to a friend of mine because it was on a cassette, so I couldn't play it. Gave it to a friend of mine and said, "Can you get this onto a CD?" So he did that, tidied it all up, because it was originally recorded on an old Tascam 4-track stereo in our bedroom.
I remember those well.
Yeah. And
Bounced it all down.
so he made this CD, he gave it back, and I thought, wow, this really did sound good. I mean, we're talking this was done 35 years ago or something like that. And it just sparked, I just thought, I wonder if we could get this done again. I wonder if we could, you know, we've all got a bit more money behind us, we could all perhaps afford to go into a studio and do it properly. And that brings us around to why we're here, because we did that. We managed to somehow do it with Johnny being in Florida and myself and Adi being over here. We managed to get it together, and we got these 3 tracks done, and we were just absolutely delighted with them, and glad that other people like them too.
That's the nice thing about having the cloud part of it, is being able to consort with your guys and work on a program together, and you don't have to be in the same country even. You know,
Yeah, that's amazing.
The marvels of technology.
That's right.
Yeah, but now that it's Tampa and England, we probably should call it Swamp Boogie.
You need a microphone, John.
You need a microphone, John.
Do you want to borrow mine,
Okay.
Johnny?
Yeah, I'll borrow yours. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just keep flipping over to him.
So anyway, I was going to say it's called Swamp British Rock.
Swamp British rock?
Yeah.
I like
Swamp
it.
rock.
It's Tampa and England.
I like it a lot.
Okay, that's 1995.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Well, here we are in 2025 now. Look how far we've come in technology. And I'm sure, you know, John, you've seen it for sure. I'm sure Charles has really seen it.
Yeah.
Charles has a recording studio out there.
Yeah.
Charles, you still in Rancho Cucamonga?
Yes.
Wow. There you go. A little warm out there?
Yes, very nice. Nice 85 degrees.
Oh, please, come on. Please, it over here.
Yeah. These guys in drizzly
I've
England.
got a vest on.
What is it, guys? About 5 degrees over there right now?
Not far off.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
wintertime over there.
Brass monkey weather, they call it.
Yeah, it's
Brass
not
monkey? Why? Because you have to have brass balls to go
Well,
out in
yeah, and a brass monkey feels cold to the touch. I think that's why it's.
It's a brass
What do you say,
monkey.
guys? Brass monkey
Yeah.
weather.
That's
It
why
is brass
everybody.
monkeys weather, yeah.
That's why everybody
Oh,
drinks
it's
whiskey
cool.
over there.
Yeah, that's right. You got to drink over there. It's antifreeze.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's safe from freezing.
So guys, what's you just got done collaborating with John on a couple of songs from the old days. What's going on now? What do you got? What's in store?
One of the tracks that's on this EP we put out is a brand new track. The track Breaking Bread is a new one that we did. We've got some more stuff in the pipeline. I'm busy writing lyrics. We've a new guitarist just about to come on board, Shane. He's a great guy. We've a few demos in the pipeline, rough mixes and stuff. Again, we're passing these back over WhatsApp. It's very easy to do. And the creative process is carrying on. Hopefully we'll get some more stuff down and out pretty soon.
There's
I
two other tracks.
just wanted to
from the
say
original
that.
demo that
I just want to say, guys, that it's an honor working with all of you. I mean,
Thank you.
When Johnny gets
Thank you
here,
so
we
much.
always have a great time. We're always laughing and joking, but making great things. And I'm very happy that you guys are happy. And hopefully one day we can meet in person.
Oh yeah,
that'd be wonderful.
That'd be
That'd be
great.
So
wonderful.
I can try some of that good
well,
British whiskey.
as bad as
Bring some of the good single malt that your dad used to drink, guys.
as bad as the weather is over there, they're probably ready to come right now.
Oh yeah, they would have come. If you'd have asked them, if you'd have invited them, they'd have got on a plane. Right, boys?
Tomorrow. I've seen all these blue skies. Johnny sent us a picture earlier on of downtown Tampa, and it had a blue sky. And I'm like, oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, blue
Thank you,
skies.
okay, no.
Imagine that.
Imagine that, Englishman.
Well, John, let's play one of their tunes and see what we got. Can we do it?
I could try, but I don't know. This is the first time
we're
I've done-
recording it and playing it.
This is where good editing comes in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this?
No, that was a good
Present it,
segue.
and then I'll put it in, and then we'll edit it. You know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. What's the name of it?
Which song do you want to play, guys? There's 3 that I sent over.
You're cool, mate. Do Slipping Down, because that's one of the earlier ones.
Talk about
Slipping Down was a song that we wrote when we were 19 years old, I think, and we revamped the song. We brought it to 21st century, and with the help of John and some great backing vocals and these guys in England, and Nidge Dobson's guitar work. It's very brought up to date,
It's very
you know.
cool, very cool track.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Slipping down.
Very good. All right. Well, let's listen to it.
Come on, baby. Born on the wrong side of the city, hanging out with freaks and clowns. She used to be so damn pretty, but now it looks super right downtown. I'm feeling now, slipping down, deeper down, no. Feeling now, burning anyhow. It ain't what you need, baby. No holy man can figure you out. It ain't my speed, baby. It ain't no swings around about. I'm feeling now, slipping down, deeper down, no. Feeling now, burning anyhow. Slipping down. That fighting ain't so easy. Slipping down, oh, burning anyhow. Big bad hole in your head. Your sweating won't ease in your mind. Mirror on the wall, Paris got them all. Crack 'em blowing, leaving you blind. I'm feeling now, slipping down, deeper down, no. Feeling now, burning anyhow. Slipping down. That fighting ain't so easy. Slipping down, oh, burning anyhow. Wow. Well, anyhow. You done broke your mama's heart, waiting for a mind to crack. Your daddy, he just found out you're gonna give a poor man a heart attack. I'm feeling now, slipping down, deeper down, no. Feeling now, slipping down. That fighting ain't so easy. Slipping down, oh, burning anyhow. You're slipping on down. You cannot fake it any longer. Can you feel it? Burning anyhow. You done broke your daddy's heart, baby. Baby.
All right. I'm digging it. Now, the more I hear that voice and I'm looking at you, it's hard to believe that comes out of you.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe you should
it's
sing
not-
something.
Mine I'm feeling now, slipping down,
There you go.
deeper down,
I'm
low.
convinced. I'm convinced.
Whoa,
Are you a
whoa, whoa.
believer?
I'm
Are
a
you
believer.
Lord have mercy.
He's a believer.
It definitely comes out of me.
Can you imagine what it's like being in a band with him?
Oh, it must be a hoot.
Yes.
Tell you what,
I got
he can sing. Ask him to carry a drum kit out of a venue at the end of the night.
Oh, that's, hey,
I got this joke that I
that's
missed.
all singers. Are you kidding me?
I got this joke.
We don't do that.
I got this
course we
joke
do.
that I share with Dr. Donna, right? Because she's a screamer also, right? So every time she gets all hyped up, and I'm going to do this for you too, you got to say to him, release the Kraken.
That's it. That's it. Let it flow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey! That was my inner Janis Joplin.
Yeah, it was good.
And we haven't even had
Backing vocals on the next track.
There you go.
Wait, but I love Motown and soul too, so.
Charlie, go ahead. Sing.
There you go. I've done it all, so.
I'm there for it.
I bet Charlie's got the low
I've done it all, and my
voice
favorite
in the
group
back.
is AC/DC, so.
Back in black! In the sack!
Glad to be back, y'all.
That's right.
Gee, I see a duet coming here.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned it to
Absolutely.
you, right? I said you guys would do a song together. It'll be freaking cool.
Triple.
I said,
A quad, John. You sing as well, don't you?
well, I'll leave that up to you guys.
Of course he does.
You know how that goes, Charlie. We could probably do it, but if we don't want to, that's why we want to record. But of course, play. You know how that goes.
I want to ask Charlie what it was like working with Little Richard.
Oh, shut up, boy. Oh, no. No, man, it was amazing. He was, it's weird because he was like my second dad, you know?
Wow.
And,
He's a cool dude.
yeah, Richard was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was a special guy.
Well, look how he changed music. That
Yeah,
blows
he
me
did.
away. I mean, without him and Chuck Berry and some of those guys, I mean, God, it made their mark. And you were right there, so you're part of history too, there, Charlie.
Yeah, it's a little bit of it.
Charlie, what are you working on now? Do you got some projects you got going?
Yeah, you know, my group, my Motown group that I was with, Ozone, we have a new record coming out here in the next month, and it's called Return of the Jam-I.
The Return of the Jam. I love it. Return of the Jam-I.
Yeah, Return of the Jam-I, right? So,
I like that. That's cool.
you know, we are returning the funk, the actual funk, though. It is a new version of the old version. How about that?
Feel the Funk. Yeah.
Yes.
How about Charles? What was his name? Charles Clinton. Or George Clinton. George Clinton.
Yes.
That's who I was thinking.
Okay, well, my lead singer is the original Sir Nose from the Parliament Funkadelic.
Okay. All right. God.
Yeah, his name's Rodney Trotter.
So this is genuine.
Yeah. Runs.
Yes, so our funk is very authentic. It's the real deal.
It's the real deal. When's that kind of come out?
I think we're looking at, you know what? This guy started messing with the mastering and stuff, and he won't let it go.
Oh, that sounds like somebody else I know.
I know who it is.
Let's not go there.
You know, I'm glad it's out of my hands finally, because it took him forever to get it from me. So so I do understand what he's doing with it now. So
You mind?
but we talked yesterday. I think we're looking at next month, really.
Good. We're going to have to do a show.
And I think you'll be able to get that on ozone.biz.
Okay.
Oh no, ozonestore.biz.
Okay. You mind if I share a story?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I love stories.
You remember years ago when you were recording with Grover, right? Was it Grover, right?
Yeah, Grover Jackson.
Yeah, he made Jackson guitar, so Grover backed him up, and they were doing. That was in Sunset Studios, right? But that what was that studio called? That was a Motown studio. You remember?
Oh yeah, it was called. Well, it used to be called Motown West.
Right, the West, right. So anyway, he's doing this record, and he shows me this mix, and I was blown away. I said, "Oh my God, this is great!" And then a week later, he shows me another one. I go, "Man, what happened to them?" I don't know, man. I just had to keep on messing with it, you know. So, but I understand why he does that, you know, because I've done that too. But sometimes you go like, I kind of like the other mix better, you know what I mean? But it was
The first mix.
No, but here's the thing: he wasn't using, DAWs. There was no DAWs. He was using a synclavier. He was recording with a synclavier also, but he was using reel to reel.
Yeah.
And once you change it, and you do things around, it becomes different, But I just wanted to bring that memory back. It was a cool thing, man.
Yeah. No.
Hey, let's not forget, John got a chance to play with Little Richard too. I invited John to come and be a part of a music video with Little Richard, and that thing is out there now still today.
Still
You can find
way.
it.
That's crazy.
What's that track called?
Amazing.
No, you know what? You know what he says to me? He calls me up and he says, and I was sleeping, waking up, right? He says, "Hey man, you want to become famous?" I go, I said, well, what roof do I have to play on top of? Where do we gotta go, right? So then we do it, and so I tell him, because he knows how I am. I'm always this negotiator guy. That's me, So I said, hey, bro, what about if I got a guy that has a limo. What do you think? So we showed up in a limo. Remember that shit?
That's right.
Yeah, so he knows how I am. I'm always like, hey, we'll get you to see Little Richard, but you got to bring your limo at no charge. You know what I mean? So we did it, and the funny thing about that video, Charlie, is that I remember, because I sold that reel to reel to this one guy from my friend in Puerto Rico, and I'm sitting in a bar, and he's, me and him are there after we do the deal, and I made a little commission off the sale, and all of a sudden the video shows up on the screen, and I said, ain't that some shit? Here I am in this video, watching this video, and I'm broke as hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but you know what I'm talking about?
I guess the pay wasn't that good, was it, Charles?
Well, it is a video.
He paid me. I mean,
Hey, it was Disney.
yeah. Oh, actually, Disney didn't pay. He paid me. I paid a couple $100, but hey, I didn't care. You know what I mean? I wasn't even expecting anything. You know what I mean?
Well, you had no idea you were going to be in a video
I
of
just
Little
wanted to
Richard.
do it.
And Little Richard was in that video. Debbie Gibson was in that video.
Wow. We're going to have to go back and watch that.
Stephen Bishop.
Yeah, it's called the Itsy Bitsy Spider, Little Richard.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Is that right?
And Charles produced the music, and you got a platinum record for that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, we're going to have to watch it now.
Yeah, we-
Bring it up.
yeah.
Hey, it's very good because I took children's music and made it rock. You know.
That is rocking. That is so
Being fun.
rocking.
We're checking that out on YouTube later. Definitely.
Yeah, please check that out. It's fun to watch.
You just got a whole bunch of hits on that, I'll tell you.
And Richard had the spider piano. They had made the piano be a big spider.
Wow.
Yeah, that was great.
Hey, do you remember that? I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember we were like, this video went on for like 9 or 10 hours. And we were dancing the same part.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
So we go in the bathroom, and I see him in the bathroom, and we're holding the wall like this. Oh my God! And the director,
As you do.
the director walks in, and we straighten up real quick, and he says, "How you guys doing?" "Oh, we're doing great." Like he walks out. Oh, remember that? That was crazy, because you try to dance for 9 hours, just move.
Yeah, especially when we put so much energy in at the beginning. We didn't realize we were going to be doing it so long.
Oh no!
So the first 2 or 3 takes, we were like, John shaking all his hair and stuff. And about 18 takes later, it was like,
Boy, music videos in the old days used to be brutal. I bet they still are. I mean, they're like a 2-day deal.
Well, it was
yeah,
filmed.
it is.
And you know what? They shot the video. A lot of people don't realize this. They shot the video at the studio that filmed the movie Gone with the Wind.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, you could fit a city in that thing.
Well, they had a big, huge downstage.
Oh my God!
Yes.
It's unbelievable. It's like you look up, it's like 300 feet up high, and then it's they built the whole set in there like it's just unbelievable. And that but anyway, just to remind you, thank you.
Speaking of the Little Richard, the band, we have put together. We're working on a documentary right now on the band, and what it was like to be with him. Like we was all together for 30 plus years, right?
Right.
And so we're telling our own story from our side. You know, everybody always tells the same Little Richard story. You know, he did this. He was, you know, the gay situation. You know, the old from the 50s. But Richard was a whole nother guy from 82 or whatever when I was around from till death. You know, and till his passing. And we want people to know that story because that is a completely different guy than the guy that you guys think you know of him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The flamboyant Richard. Yeah.
Yeah, he was an amazing dude. It would blow your mind to know the half of the story that we're going to tell.
That sounds fantastic.
You know, because we didn't get the cocaine party, freak party. We didn't get that version.
Yeah, but soon after
the version we got, you would say a curse word and kind of feel like, wait a minute, sorry, you know.
Well, I always heard that Richard was one of the sweetest guys you ever wanted to meet.
Unbelievable. And that's the story that we want to tell because, you know what, a lot of people don't know that story, and that story really balances out the life of him that we actually knew. Right. And it also will let you know how come his career lasted so long and for him to be such a legend because the stuff that we did was just amazing, you know. We talk about going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with him, stuff like that. So, you know, it's a lot of interesting stuff coming out on that documentary.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That'll be great.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. And we did a song. The song is called Legends Rest, right? And it's gonna also be a release that's gonna be part of the documentary. But it's got, you know, it's going to do is have its own legs, and it's a great song, and it's about Richard. It's about our time with Richard, but it also speaks for all the legends that we've, you know, lost in the past. You know, it speaks for Richard and Prince and Michael and just, you know, on and on. Hell, even Roberta Flack that we just lost yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Jasper, just all the legends. You know, so this song is a great song that I think is going to be around for a long time after it gets out because it is a great record. It's very well written, very well recorded. You know, yes, and all the guys really put their foot in it to make it a great record. You know,
yeah,
amazing.
Looking forward to it.
Look out for that,
Dana.
And actually, you can keep up. You can keep up with that on the Little Richards apostrophe. You don't have to put the apostrophe s, but it is Little Richards Band. .com. You can find us.
LittleRichardBand.com.
Check that out.
There you go.
Definitely.
Yep, and make sure you put that S on the end of Richard.
Richards.
Yeah, Little Richard's Band. Well, when we was trying to come up with the name for the project and the name for the band, we went through all of these names. We were going to be Bam Boom, and we were going to be we was coming up with all kind of names, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm listening to all these names go by, the Tutti Frutti, all kind of stuff, right? And I said, hey, why don't we just be Little Richard's Band? And everybody was like, how come we didn't think of that?
Classic.
So yes, we are Little Richard's Band, and it's when we started the project, it was a year and a half ago. It was 10 of us. Unfortunately, now it's 8. We lost 2 members.
Wow. And that's
since we started putting the documentary together, and they are in the documentary also. One of the guitarists, Mark Doyle, and then the keyboard player, Chalmers Davis. They both passed away now. The amazing thing is Richard had guys in the group. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. The sax player was from, those guys were from Milwaukee. The guitar player and a couple of other guys were from Alabama, Muscle Shoals. I mean, he had drummer from Ohio, and these two guys were from Mississippi. And the two guys we lost were from the same hometown. They did not join Richard together. Richard just happened to have gotten both of these guys come from the same city. And yeah, they both left us within the last year.
Now, when Little Richard first started out, was he just a single piano player, or did he always have accompaniment, a band with him?
Well, he was a single, he was a solo piano player, but he always would play behind a band.
Yeah, because when you used to see him on the Tonight Show or some of the variety shows or whatever, it was pretty much by himself, but they had their house band with him or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, back in the day.
He was an incredible piano player. He had
oh man,
that great.
Okay, here's a story. So when I first get with Richard, I was actually Billy Preston's bass player.
Okay.
First, and Billy and I did the soundtrack to the Down and Out in Beverly Hills, the movie.
Yeah.
And Richard and Billy wrote the song that Richard sang in Down and Out in Beverly Hills, the movie. They wrote that song together, and Billy calls me up one night and says, "Hey man, I need you to get over here to the studio in Hollywood." So I get there and I walk in this dark studio, and all I could see was just flashing, just light, and it's got something in the corner just glittering like diamonds, right? And I'm going, man, is that a person over there? I couldn't tell. And Billy says, "Hey, come here, I want you to meet Little Richard." And so I go over, and this guy is just looking as famous as anybody. I've been around a lot of famous people. I grew up around Michael Jackson and Diana Ross and Temptation, all these people. And man, but I have never seen a figure or a person look as famous as this guy was in his video.
Pretty darn famous looking.
It was unbelievable, right? I'm like, now this guy has to be famous. I'm not sure who he is. And I was young then. I was like, I'm not sure who this guy is, really, but
because nobody else would dress like that.
Yeah, you have to be famous. All the way from the tiptoe of his shoes.
Charles, you're giving off a similar sort of vibe, I've got to say.
and so, we start playing this song, and they pushed the play button on this song, and Billy and Richard has played probably 12 tracks of keyboard between both of them. Richard's playing piano and Billy's playing organ and stuff, and so when they finished playing this song, I'm thinking, okay, that sounds finished. What am I here for? And they was like, hey, we want you to put bass on this thing, right? And so I'm thinking, okay, back then I said, okay, this is old school rock and roll. I don't really do that. I'm a funk guy, right? I said, but I think I can handle this, right? And so after the song go off, I look at Billy and I say, man, what the hell am I supposed to play on this, man? I mean, this thing is full. He's like, no, just give me that rock and roll bass, right? I said, okay. So I'm thinking, okay, this is Little Richard. I better keep it traditional. And I'm starting to play the part for the song. And then when I get to the end of the track, I'm thinking, wait a minute, but this guy is not getting to know what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm playing bass on this song and I'm doing a good job, and I can feel that it's okay, but it's still not what I do, and I need him to know what I do. So I get down to the end and I change it up. Instead of playing do-do-do-do-do, that kind of vibe, right? I started going right, and then when it went off, he goes, "Hey man, what was that?" And I'm like, I started apologizing. I said, "Oh man, I'm sorry, dude. I just, I had to let you know. I just kind of, that's what I do, and I didn't mean to mess up the
Getting
song.
a little
I thought I
funky.
could fix it."
You're getting a little funky on him.
Yes, I got funky on him.
Yeah, it's like
And
Adrian. He gets very funky on us.
He tells the engineer real quick, he says, "Hey, run that back." And then he looks at me and he said, "Hey man, you know that stuff you was playing in the end?" And I started apologizing immediately. "Oh man, I'm really sorry." He said, No. I want you to do what you did in the end. I want you to play that all the way through.
Right on.
Like that, right? I said, "Oh, really?" And man, I wore this song out, and I've been with him ever since.
Now that he
Brilliant.
now that he was talking about Billy Preston,
Yeah.
can we mention your family?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Sure.
Charlie, check this out. The man right
Yes.
here, this brother right here, Jonathan, right? I know him. Right? He's up.
My guys might not even know this. No, go ahead.
No, but he was your uncle, right?
Well, it was not my uncle. It was great uncle. I'll tell you, he's talking about Joe Cocker.
Yeah,
Okay.
Joe.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're family.
And
So it's
Joe, my great-grandmother, his mother was my great-grandmother's sister. Basically.
Wow.
So the connection is
cousins.
definitely there, yeah. Well, yeah. And I was fortunate to be able to go and see Joe over at Ruth Eckerd Hall here in Clearwater a few years before he passed away.
He was amazing.
And I didn't actually know who I was going to see. Amanda, my significant other, she took me over there and said, "Oh, I'm going to take you to a concert tonight." And when I sat down in the chair, I still didn't know who was coming out. And then Joe came out.
Wow.
And, I'm like, all right,
Nice.
then,
No, I didn't know that, Tommy.
Yes, he sang one of Billy's biggest records.
Right.
Yeah, I remember.
And you know what? His vocal had a lot to do with that song being, it was a very well written song, but his performance was just totally amazing on that song.
Yeah.
What was the song? Remember back, I think it was in 72. It was just before I went away to school, I think. And Billy Preston got real popular. He had a big hit album. I think it was, what was it? Nothing from Nothing Leaves Nothing?
Nothing from Nothing Leaves Nothing, yes.
That's it.
That was a great song. I love
Yep.
that.
And that was his big claim to fame. It made him famous. Yeah.
So check this out. This is interesting. I'm recording him one night, and he's into it. He's got it. He's in the vibe, and he's going like this. And all of a sudden, he starts doing like this with his hand, like this. And I said, "Oh, look at that!"
What would you do
Yeah. You still got it in the family.
He did it naturally.
Yeah,
and I said,
spazzing out, like Joe.
Yeah, so he did that thing, and I said, "Ain't that something?" You know what I mean? Like, because it's almost like
It's in the blood.
it's in the blood.
In the blood.
That was real. That was real emotion there that he was doing.
Yeah.
When I first
sure.
saw him, because he did the Woodstock thing. I thought it was
That's the
amazing.
first time I ever saw him was at Woodstock.
Yeah, and he was doing that with his both
Yeah.
hands because
Yeah.
he would sing, and the microphone stand was
Yeah.
here. He didn't grab it or not.
Totally
You
spastic.
know,
Yeah,
just it was awesome. So he did that in the recording, one of the recordings, right? And I said, "Oh wow, I should have videotaped this."
Right.
I didn't even realize I was doing it.
I know. I told you when you came out. I said, "Did I mention that?"
Spazzing out a little bit. I must have been getting into it.
Wait, well, let's
We're
ask.
in the zone.
Let's ask
Yeah.
you boys over in England. Has he got any other little quirks and weird stuff?
Oh,
he
you
does?
don't want to ask those two that.
Oh.
Now you see, you've opened up
All
a.
right, guys, dig.
Well, all I can say, guys, is if you go down that rabbit hole, I'll be bringing it back up and talking
Don't
about.
go back. Don't go
Talking
back.
about you
Go.
guys.
It goes both ways.
Let's stop solos there.
Be careful.
That's all right. You know how.
I'm not
you know.
spilling any beans tonight. No one.
No.
Oh my goodness! Look, good friends.
I know, they're good boys. I love them.
All right.
May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I know we have been talking this, the kind of
We have Maya
conversation,
sitting
but I
over
wanted to mention that I'm working with some of the most talented ladies that I've met in my whole life. Okay, this one over here, being being 17, she's blown me away. And Charlie, I'll send you the music, and you guys too. We're working on something that's amazing, and it really gives me inspiration because, you know, of what's going on right now with music and stuff like that. Actually, Charlie, you heard a piece the other day, remember? And I showed you Donna.
Yes.
And you said, that's real music right there, bro. So, and then Donna, she's like a writing machine. I'm not even finishing one mix and she's sending me another one. Okay, let's do this. Hey, did you get this one? Here's another one. You know what I mean? But she's amazing, and she's a doctor, which is crazy.
That's
and
gonna
then
be me.
she kind of shared with me when I first met her. She told me she was researching and stuff, and that she felt that I would be the guy to work with her. And it's interesting because we have somewhat of a similar background as far as growing up. Okay. I know it's personal, but
Oh no, I'm good.
About our parents, and how sometimes they don't support you,
Right.
and then you don't give up or you become rebellious, and you know what I mean, and that stuff. And then so now she's releasing the Kraken and doing all this amazing music. So I'm very thank you for believing in me. And
I mean, it's a true privilege to work with you, John. It's a true privilege. And I think, I think everybody on this call knows exactly what it feels like to have music
100%.
live inside you. I mean, for me, it's always been the case. And I think sometimes you're privileged where you're born into a family that really understands and supports that. And my mom definitely did.
likewise.
And so, but sometimes, you have to forge that family. You have to find that family.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, here at Rising Sun, I feel very much that that's the case. That, John, in your quest to establish something that is authentic and beautiful and true to the spirit of what music is, what it's supposed to be, you have been able to attract and bring all of these people who share the same value together. And that's why this is so special to me, to be able to meet you all.
Amen.
Because you're my family. You didn't know it, but you're my family.
Let's hear from
All right.
So,
Boy, John, I taught you well, boy.
I know. He was
yes, you did.
No, he was my mentor.
I want to meet you in person. Come to Tampa.
That's another interview.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good time.
Well, we had a band together and everything.
Next time, Paul and
Yeah,
Edie.
we did.
Next time, Paul and Edie, you got to be here.
I know.
I just want to touch on that, if I can, just touch on that support of from family. Sadly, none of our parents are around anymore. In fact,
Just lost them all.
one of the catalysts of us getting back together and reconnected was Johnny's. Was your mum's or your dad's funeral?
Well, it was Mum's first and then Dad, right after.
And you did the song about your mom.
And I did the song about Mum.
Yeah, we used to rehearse in this very house where I'm in now. Which is my parents. This is an old English house with a loft. What you might, a loft or an attic. An attic, you might call it. And that's where we used to rehearse. So this was a full-on acoustic drum kit, bass player, guitarist, vocals, very, very loud. And we practiced upstairs, and the house was literally shaking. and they always encouraged us.
Our parents allowed us to do it.
I can't remember.
The neighbours were all right.
Oh my gosh.
Even the neighbours.
The neighbours were okay with it, kinda.
Yeah.
I do
Not
the
one
same
time
thing.
when they went, turn it down, lads. It was all right. We never mentioned anything. And that's a massive thing because we couldn't afford to rehearse in rehearsal studios back then. We were kids. We didn't have jobs, and it was just amazing. To have
That's
that.
how they knew you guys were great. They knew that music was good.
Wow.
No, really.
Thank you, Charles.
The same thing happened with Ozone. We rehearsed in a house, and it was just inviting to the whole neighborhood. As a matter of fact, this guy that DJs for Snoop Dogg, he said, man, he met me one day somewhere and said, you know what? I have to credit you guys for my success as a DJ. I said, what do you mean? He said, man, back in the days, you guys used to rehearse every day in a house. I said, yeah, we did. He said, well, you don't know me, but we used to live down the street from that house, and I would hear you guys, and I used to practice scratching the record to y'all's rehearsal.
Right.
Yeah, there you go, is it?
That's funny.
Yes, and he said, you guys made me great. He said, my mom used to see, when she heard you guys' band, she got me DJ equipment, and I used to sit in my house while y'all was practicing and scratch my records to you guys.
Let's hear it from Maya.
Yeah. Yeah, the neighbors will get behind you.
Hey, Maya.
It sounds like you got a chance. There's a difference in it's they sound good and just noise.
I have a similar experience with that. I actually, the reason why I'm so experienced in my singing, like not only because I've been in like theater or choir, is because I really practice like singing in the shower sometimes.
Yes.
But the thing is with that is that it's right by a window, and I sing really, really loud. And my sister actually told me that she was in the car pulling up to my house, and she heard me all the way from outside.
That's right.
That is rock on.
I was so embarrassed. I didn't care because I knew I sounded good.
Yes, you do. You sound amazing.
Why don't you sing a couple lines from West Bay? Just sing a couple lines. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. In the West Bay, I'll sail away, so you'll never ever see me again. And I wish you could stay, but to me you're dead, 'cause a part of you died in the storm. Oh no.
Yeah, go Maya.
A star
Go
is
Maya.
born.
Go Maya.
How's that?
Amen.
Beautiful.
Oh, yes.
How's that? There you go.
Beautiful, beautiful voice.
Amen.
Well, here we go. Well, gentlemen, this has been a blast, I'll tell you. And Charles, it's been a long time. I can't wait to see you. I hope you come to Tampa sometime soon. Cause
I got to get that way.
I'm definitely not coming to California. That's for sure.
Well, you've got to get that way.
Don't go to Halifax, you won't like it.
My niece lives in Tampa now.
There you go. Well,
I
gives you a reason.
have a second excuse to go to.
There you go. There you go. Well, everybody, it's been great. We're going to edit this and put some music into it. And we're going to, it'll be on the radio here in the next couple of weeks. Maybe Saturday, whenever we get this done, maybe not this weekend, but the following Saturday, I think this will be on. This is the Rising Sun Roundtable. And I'm Captain Hook, John Seda.
John Seda.
That's right.
You know what my last name means in Spanish, right?
What's it mean?
Seda means silk. That's why I'm smooth as silk.
Smooth as silk.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
I got you.
I've been saving
I
that.
heard it all now. Johnny Miller.
Saving that
Yeah,
one.
he's smooth as silk, all right. I sang something in one of his songs, "Show Me Some Silk, Baby," when he started playing his solo.
Oh, yeah.
So, I wanted to say, Charlie, you'll be able to send me one of your songs so we can put it on the radio, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
I'm going to edit this. Okay, yeah. What would be the song you'd send?
Shoot, I don't know.
I like that. We should leave that
Well,
in.
that's all right. It's a
Maybe,
mystery song.
I'm not sure what he wants to release, but I'm thinking maybe Funk Generation.
Okay, so we could say Ozone, right?
Yes, definitely.
Hey, do me a favor. Say, this is a release from Charles Glenn with his Ozone band. What's the name of the
This is a
song?
release from Charles Glenn with his Ozone band.
Funk Generation.
Funk Generation.
Here it is.
There it is right now.
Did you come to party? Yeah. Did you come to shake your booty, shake shake your booty. When you wanna party, say yeah. Party people really want it. You like the funk, get down. You like the funk, get down. The party generation. We're the party generation. We're the funk
disconnected from fans despite giving your all at performances? Enter Uru, the game changer for independent musicians struggling with complex platforms or lugging around merch to concerts. Uru simplifies everything. Imagine turning concerts into instant sales opportunities with just a QR code. Fans get to experience music and support on the spot, no hassle, no delay, just pure connection. Sharing and selling music becomes as effortless as putting on a show. Say goodbye to the headache and hello to seamless performances. Discover the power of Uru, available on the App Store now. Ready to amplify your music career? Try it today.